plenty of companies do that. Like, it's very easy to subscribe to some service, but to cancel the service, you need to go through whole rigmarole of writing certified letters and jumping on left leg for 10 seconds and sacrifice a chicken. Hello friends, welcome back to the bench. Our subject today is another United States government standard desktop, I assume. It looks like government likes to use Surface Pro 4s, and I can say I blame them. These are really reliable machines. The only problem that sometimes happens is you drop it. This one sustained pretty significant damage, but it actually only over here slightly the frame is bent. Well, even not bent, it's just kind of gushed here. So the only thing that we would have to do over here is to probably just grind here a little bit, or maybe I can just use a little hammer and just kind of bend it in place. But the device itself is not bent, right? It's pretty straight, and it's a 256 version. So what I want to do with this one is get the BIOS off of it, because what I believe is happening with that previous one from Area 52 is that I used the BIOS from 128, and there might be some minute difference. And I expect that it's not the BIOS that is different, it's the BIOS configuration that is different, and that prevents the computer from booting. Maybe. But first, let's see which branch of the government this came from. BIOS clear. That's why I want to pull BIOS from this one, because it doesn't have password, and touch is partially broken. Duh. Yeah, with this damage to the screen, no wonder. It's charging with full current. Let's turn it on. Oh, it takes forever to turn on. Oh no, it's not turning on. Oh, now it took forever to turn on. That's kind of suspicious. I don't think anyone did any BIOS reset on this one. Let's give it a... press... Oh, this one's different. Take a look at this. This is Windows 10 as well, I think. So it says press and hold the power button and press the volume down button to unlock. Or you can unlock... Oh, it turned off because the battery is completely dead. Yeah. But it probably didn't turn off, it just shut off the screen. Let's see. Nope, it completely turned off. But this is normal behavior when the battery is completely discharged. This is rather normal. But now it's grabbing 30 watts. Oh, now it went down to 20. Yeah, I think it just shut down due to low battery charge level. Let's turn it on again. Now it turned on quickly, so that's good. Usually before working with these devices, it's best to discharge the battery, just in case. So we want volume down and press and hold the power button, then press the volume down. Volume down is this one, right? Yeah. So there you go. This is Department of Defense. Awesome. and there is no password on the BIOS. I already stated that I don't think this is a huge vulnerability to leave the BIOS password. To leave the BIOS unprotected by password. Because if I want to pull any secret information of this, having access to BIOS doesn't really give me anything. I still, I can still, desolder the TPM chip and the BIOS and the SSD, put it on another device, right, in efforts to recover the data. But to recover the data, I still need the password. So it's not like it gives me any access to this device, just the fact that I can enter the BIOS. But this is more for an internal security, meaning that I worked in one company that had very valuable IPO, and I could not work on my personal devices. I could only work and log into my stuff using the company provided devices, and the company provided devices were monitored. Like I could, if I put the USB stick in the computer, the administrators get the notification that I connected USB drive. And it wouldn't be mounted anyways. I couldn't install anything, right? Or if I attempt that, they still get the notification and all that stuff. So basically, data security, right? So for the same reason, the BIOS was also locked on all these devices that I was using for that particular company. So again, it's not a huge security vulnerability, but I always recommend it. Now let's hit OK and see if there's gonna be a name leak. Yes, it is. And full name. There's a full name of the guy that was using this device. So let's shut it down. I don't want to leak the name. Well, I don't want to leak the name because I don't know if I can. This is government worker. This guy or a girl. Okay. So I expect that probably the name is available somewhere, right? Because it's public position usually. But suppose, well, I really don't think this belongs to some kind of spy or something, and it's a Department of Defense, so it's not CIA, right? But still, I was thinking about it. I bought this on eBay, right? I didn't sign any papers, right? So it's not like I'm obligated not to disclose anything that was given to me here. I bought it, and whatever the previous owner didn't remove or and it doesn't take much to reset this machine right before you put it on the pile of broken machines, right? Maybe it's the company that collect these that is required to reset them before selling them. Could be. In any case, I just don't want to get into that. And it's not like it's important. And it's just a login screen. So it's not like we can pull any interesting information off of this. Okay, so first, let's take the screen off. This is not going to be that easy because of all this. So we have big crack over here and shuttering over here, and other than that, the screen is okay. Yeah, there's no other No other cracks or shutters. Speakers are in good shape. Yeah. Okay, so let's start from this side. And go down. And the digitizer connects here. So we're gonna start from the side that holds the digitizer. Yeah, the screen obviously is trash, but still, I don't want to break it any further. The touch kind of works for the most part, and this is amazing. You can do this damage, and the touch will still work. It's amazing. That's why these machines are so good. That's why United States government uses them. So recently, by recently I mean a couple months ago, I got monetized on YouTube, right? And since then, you guys do realize that I used, especially at the beginning of my, call it YouTube career, I've been using Wintergatten's music on my videos, right? I have a license that I paid for. I paid $0, but it's, it's not free. It's just $0, right? There's a difference. If you don't know, there's a difference between free stuff and the $0 stuff. The $0 stuff is still something that you purchased. It wasn't free. There was an actual transaction, but the transaction was for $0. And if it's free, then it's free. There's no transaction attached to the purchase. So yeah, you might say that I get it for free, which is correct, but I still paid for it $0. I still bought it. I still legally purchased it. So there are some limitations on the license that I got, right? I can't just put this music on the on YouTube with like black background and just playing the music, or even slides or stuff like that. Well, maybe with slides, I don't know. But basically, the music, the license that you get for that music is that you use it as a background music for your YouTube videos. There's also another requirement that you need to put the credit the author in the description. There's like a little paragraph that you need to put in the description, and that's pretty much it. And then you can use the music. So I've been doing that in many of my videos, and nowadays I use Creator Music library provided by YouTube, and I also get free stuff from over there. I don't pay for the music background music for my videos, and that worked for me for a long time. But especially recently, I get hit with a content ID after content ID, revenue sharing. And I don't know how it works on eBay side, but I just get an email that, well, someone claimed that music and you're sharing revenue with them. And I can dispute it. And of course I dispute it and I win because I have a license. I'm not gonna share in the revenue with anyone. I don't have to. And every time that happens, so far it happened twice. One case I won, the other case is still pending, but I don't expect any different outcome. And even on the license that I got, there is a mention of that a lot of people are complaining that they are being hit with the content ID. And even in the license, there is an instructions, just attach this license, dispute the case, attach this license, and you're good. So even Martin is aware of of that stuff. And the first time I was hit with it, I actually wanted to reach out to Martin to ask him if he's behind that. That's because I have no problem sharing revenue with Martin, the creator of the music. But I had a suspicion that this is just someone who just blindly, reaches out to the or claims content on YouTube, and with a hopes that some people will just not dispute it and just take it as it is. That's what I think is happening. Is this very despicable behavior, but I guess it works for them. And I wanted to reach out to Martin because I'm in the Discord server for Marble Machine X. So I could get in touch with him, although I really didn't want to bother him with this. I'm just some nobody on YouTube. I don't want to take up his time. But I was genuinely curious whether it was him who claimed the content. After I disputed, the YouTube said that the claimer decided not to pursue the case, something like that. Alright, that they withdrawn. And then I got hit with another one. And probably I'm gonna be hit with another one in the future. That is crazy to me that YouTube just takes their word for it, right? Just kind of effectively, they say, hey, this is my music, I want some money for it. And they say, okay, here's your money. And we're just gonna tell the author of the video that, hey, you're sharing revenue with that guy. Isn't that, so it's basically I have to prove my innocence, and, accusation is taken, with the huge benefit of the doubt, right? It doesn't seem fair to me. And another, so these are like, good problems to have, right? I got monetized after basically 13 months, a little over 13 months. I hear that the typical monetization period is around 7 months. So I was way behind. But interestingly, I hit the goal of watch hours relatively quickly. I think by the time I had 500 subscribers, I already hit the goal for the watch hours, the watch time. Because you need to hit 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers. And that's when you get monetized. So the first hurdle, it's to withdraw any money from YouTube, you need to make $100. And they keep saying, on every banner, they keep saying that this is the limit that I set. I never did, and I even went through settings and stuff to find where that limit is. Not that I wanted to take it off, I don't care. But since they're telling me that this is the limit that I set myself, I want to see where I set it and what other limits I can set. But I can't find it anywhere. I don't know where to set it. So okay, since I make roughly $30 a month, it took me 3 months to be eligible for withdrawal. And before then, I didn't bother with setting up the account and stuff. But then, once I hit the $100 goal, AdSense is not exactly the bank, so they don't want to keep your money, right? They don't want to hold your money over there, so they're gonna encourage you to withdraw it. So I figured, okay, I have 100 now. Let's attach the bank account. And the default option for attaching the bank account is to select the bank from the list and give them username and password. I really don't feel comfortable doing that. That's a default option. But when you scroll down and look for a tiny button, manually attach the account by providing the account number and routing number. Well, you can find it, but obviously they want your username and password. Why do they want that? Well, with that, they can get your account number and routing number, so they can make the ACH deposits and stuff. But also, they can read your balance, they can see your transaction history, a lot of information, and information is power. And that information gets sold to the, well, people who want to give you credit cards, and basically it's sold to people that I really don't want them to know what my account balance is. That's basically the bottom line. I don't want them to know. I don't want them to know what kind of, how much I pay the rent, how much I pay for my car loan, how much do I pay for electricity, basically any purchase, because I primarily use the card. I don't work in the cash-based profession, so I rarely have cash, and if I have cash, that's the cash that usually I just got from ATM, or, because sometimes I like to have like $20, $40 on me, just in case, So sometimes I do usually I don't do ATMs, I do cashback at the places, because they don't charge you for cashback usually, because that's not their core business, right? So that's a lot of information that someone can learn about you just having your login to your bank. And I have two-factor authentication, so they must be working with the bank somehow, I would assume. I don't know, do they just send you the request, like, give me the code from your phone? Ridiculous. Oh my god, why would you want to give anyone the full access to your account so you can accept deposits, so you can get paid? So I attached the bank account manually, and there's a button called verification. Right, you need to verify your account for whatever reason. Again, why would you want to verify that? Is it for my safety? Well, maybe it is to a certain extent, so to make sure that I didn't mess up the account number, because once that money went somewhere, it's probably difficult to get it back, I imagine. So the money, they want to make sure that this account is actually yours, right? This is the one you wanted to attach. Okay, fine. It's for my protection. So I click verify, and I'm hit with an error. The error is, they give me the code. The error code means nothing to me. So naturally, first I wait a few days, or I retry every day for a few days, thinking that maybe there's something that will resolve itself. Maybe they're working on something already, and I'm a software engineer myself, so I just always give the kind of a benefit of the doubt, or expect that, well, maybe they're currently working on something, right? And that is the issue. But it didn't work, so I reached out for help first time. They said they would reach out to me after 12 24, 48 hours. They never did. So I reached out for help the second time. Actually, my second attempt was a failure, because I just kind of fell in the loop of, ask community, and then okay, so I asked community, and actually there is a community post, and what to do with this particular error. So I kind of followed the explanation, not instructions, because they said, well, make sure that your payment method is added, and that kind of stuff. But that's not my case, because I don't use that account for paying for anything. I want to use that account to receive money. So yeah, I don't have any cards added there, and why would I? And it has nothing to do with my payment options. This is payment, my bank account verification. So finally, after a few days, I got in touch with, so this time I reached out for help through YouTube Studio, and I guess this is like different branch. They're a lot more competent. I was actually surprised, because the guy I talked to, Batista, the guy immediately, like when I said, I can verify the account. So first question was that, are you talking about the verification of your Google account or your bank account, and you're hit with this error? And he didn't give me the exact error, but the first two letters of, I think, OV, right? OV or OR? Yeah, I think OR, whatever. Are you hit with the OR code? And yeah, that's exactly what's happening. So yeah, I guess this is not anything new to the support guy. I guess he receives these a lot. And now I'm thinking, is that the reason? Because I'm sure there wouldn't be any problems if I just gave them my my username and password to the bank account. There would probably be no problems. But if you don't want to use that, if you want to do your account manually, well, then you gotta go jump through some hoops. And maybe that is, because this is nothing new. Plenty of companies do that. Like, it's very easy to subscribe to some service, but to cancel the service, you need to go through whole rigmarole of writing certified letters and jumping on left leg for 10 seconds and sacrifice a chicken. Otherwise, you can't cancel the subscription. Right? This is very common, unfortunately. But I'm thinking maybe this is the same thing. They want to encourage you to give them the access to your account, so they can. And it actually states there, and not agreement, because I didn't get to agreement. But there is an information there before you put in your username and password for your bank, that this will be used for. Well, it says there. If you're interested, just go there. But I remember reading something about the credit, information, and like we can better target some ads to you or something like that. Or send you offers based on the information we get from your account. No, thank you. My answer was no, thank you. So thank you, but no, thank you. And of course, the other reality of YouTube is sponsorships and stuff. I watched the video from some other creator, much bigger channel than mine, obviously. And he was talking about this company that made this microphone, handmade microphone thing. and they reached out to me as well. So I even commented on that video that I've been there too, right? The same company reached out to me as well. So they have this awesome microphone, handmade, and they want me to review it. Well, I actually don't know much about microphones beyond the basics. I'm not even sure how I would test the microphone. The only thing I would be interested in is is there a hiss? But usually that hiss comes from other devices. The microphone has nothing to do with that. Sensitivity, that kind of stuff. Like a regular, regular old review. So I just told them, because I reviewed some other stuff before, so I just gave them my address and said, okay, if you're interested, if you wanna, here's my address, send me the device, I will review it. I also gave them my kind of statement that, just because they give me the free stuff, I'm under no obligation to give them a positive review, or my obligation is to my viewers, not to them. Like my standard spiel. And they responded with a whole procedure I would have to go through to receive the item. Because normally the way it works is I give you my address, you send me the stuff, I review it, and if you want it back, that's no problem. Send me the return label along with the device, and after the review I will pack it up and ship it back to you. Or maybe not to you, maybe another YouTuber that is gonna review it, right? I will pack it up the way it was, the way I received it, and I have no problem with that. Serving the community, that's what I like to do. So they gave me the procedure. So first I need to go to Amazon and I need to purchase that microphone. Then I need to reach out to them with the order number. Once I've done that, they're gonna refund 50% of the item. 50% of the microphone they're gonna generously refund. Then after, I don't remember, was it 3 months or something like that? After 3 months, they give me the rest of my money back. Alright. So obviously I said, because here's the problem I had with that, because they even expressed that, that basically saying that there's plenty of YouTubers that will just run with their product and never do the review, receive the product and keep it and never do the review. Thank you very much for assuming that I'm a despicable person and a thief indeed. I do appreciate that. But in this case, you want me to give you a huge benefit of the trust, because you will give me none. My response was pretty ambivalent, like basically, it's in your interest, it's not in my interest. I'm not a review channel, so and if I really want to review something, I'll just buy it and review it. I don't need your charity. I don't need your microphone. And actually that microphone, I don't think that microphone would even be useful to me, because I need something close to my face so you can hear me over the heat gun and stuff, right? So I just told them, well, you have my address. This is what I can offer you. You send me this stuff, I review it. You want me to send it back, include the return label in the box. I will pack it up and I will ship it back to you. And if this is the item that I really enjoy, really like, it's very useful to me, I will just buy it from you. Right? The one that you sent me, just give me the account number or whatever, and I will just make a payment and I'll keep the item if I like it. Which I know it would not happen with this microphone. What do I need the big microphone for? What am I gonna do? A podcast? So they just kind of, said that, well, this is how we work. This is our policy or whatever, and nothing I can do with that. Fine. If you change your mind, you know where to find me. Otherwise, have a nice day. So, was it a scam? I think it may have been. I think it may have been a scam. Because they do want you to buy the microphone, right? So now you have to trust them that they're gonna give you your money back. And it's not like a huge money. I think it was like $250, something like that. So we're not talking like $2,500 item. So it's not a huge investment, but still, it would suck. Especially if the microphone is not that great. They say it's handmade and it's great and it's awesome, but I went to follow the links that they gave me, and it was only like pretty much just one person that reviewed it before, and it seemed like was it TikTok? I think it was on TikTok. A lady with almost no following reviewing that microphone, but actually I think, I don't know, but basically, I didn't see like huge community of reviewers taking a look at that product. Oh, that's why. This whole time I was using 120 instead of 220, and I was thinking, why is this adhesive not loosening? Oh my god, that was 100 degrees below what I should. But actually, let's go to 160. Maybe I can reduce the temperature. That's why I've been using the metal, because I couldn't detach it with the cards, and I can do that because my temperature is too low. Let's do 200 even. This should make a big difference. Recently, that was like a couple days ago, I still haven't responded to them, but that's I don't know if you guys seen it. They do cables, USB-C, USB micro, lightning, with a magnetic insulation around the cable, so the cable just kind of rolls into a perfect spool, because it's magnetic. The insulation is magnetic. So it just kind of falls into very nice shapes. And on their website, I've seen many reviewers reviewing that product, but I couldn't follow on any links. Right? They didn't actually post the links. But their website is done very well, very professional. I don't think it's a scam. but I still haven't responded to them because I don't know. How do you even review a cable? What? Yeah, it sticks, it rolls nicely. You connect it to the phone and you charge your phone. End of review. And they actually have a pretty good deal because they give you the free product, like a couple cables, fine. They're like, I don't remember, like $15 each. They give you the affiliate link, with which you get like some, I don't remember, 10% or whatever, and something else. So it seemed like a pretty good deal. But in my case, what is the affiliate link gonna give me? The 300 views that I'll get on that video, even if I get a conversion ratio of 10%, which is unheard of, that would be 30 people. So it's not like I'm really interested in reviews and stuff. I mean, if it's related to what I do, like this microscope, Joya lens, right? I use it on a day-to-day basis. I received it for free. I reviewed it. I liked it. It's got its limitations, but it works perfectly fine. I'm happy with it. And I actually, today, another company reached out, and they have the microscope, which from the pictures looks exactly like this one. I think it might be the exact same one, just with different label. It's not unheard of. Just rebranded. But it's $69 as opposed to like almost $200 for this one. $69. And they say they will give me the link, not affiliate link, but the link for my viewers to get 25% off. That actually sounds interesting. But again, the email, it's technically written in English, but not the kind of English that you would pass the English exam. So that's kind of suspicious. No URL to their website or their store or anything like that. Inconsistency in names, but that's actually kind of common, because Chinese, their names are a bit different, so they usually just kind of modify their names to just kind of fit the Western names, right? So it's pretty common. I wouldn't expect it to be a huge problem, but I'm contemplating whether I want to do business with them. Because I do know that at least 2 people bought this scope after my review and based on my review, and they're happy with it. And I couldn't be happier because of that. And that's exactly why I did it in the first place. The second one, if it's actually the price is actually $69, it kind of makes sense. You know what I mean? It's really good deal. Especially, for a first scope. And you know, our business, the repair business, it's not extremely profitable. It's not like we make a bank doing this. So we always appreciate affordable tools that allow us to do this work. So that would fall right into my alley. I'm just a little concerned about those tiny red flags that I see in the email. And recently, I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube regarding the sponsorships, and especially the ones that are scammy. And it appears that there's plenty of them, because it does sound like a good business. I've heard of channels being hijacked because you know, the sponsorship reaches out to you to review a software. You can download the software under this link, run it, and it steals your cookie, and now your channel doesn't belong to you anymore. And that's a tough case. And I've heard people complaining about this, that YouTube should just kind of revive this channel, just give this channel back to you, based on that now the channel is being accessed from different IP address in a different country or different continent. So that's obviously it has been stolen. But yeah, you guys are not gonna like what I say, but I'm with YouTube on this one. Unfortunately, it is your responsibility to protect your channel, because suppose that because YouTube would have to get kind of involved in this situation, and instead of mediating, just take action. Like, now we're gonna give this channel to this guy because we believe that guy is the owner. It doesn't matter who's got password. We're just gonna decide for everybody that this channel belongs to this person. It doesn't work that way, and the reason is simple. The legal reason. Imagine that you sold your channel, or I'm selling you my channel. I get $10,000 and the channel is yours. And then I reach out to YouTube and say that, hey, he stole my channel, give me back my channel. And YouTube gives me back my channel, and you're out 10 grand, right? So YouTube would be in a very difficult position here. And it's not like they can actually make such decision for this very reason. That's why it's your responsibility to keep it safe. That's why they also, won't allow you to do a lot of stuff unless you have two-factor authentication on your account. So we don't have that problem. So YouTube doesn't have to intervene in stuff like that. But these are the, I completely feel for the victims of this. It's absolutely awful. But don't blame YouTube for this. I know it sucks, and I know YouTube could do something about it, but it's not YouTube's fault. Unfortunately, no matter how bad that sounds and how badly I wish this wasn't so, after all, it is your fault. No way around it. You have to keep your stuff safe. And, with the fact that YouTube requires you to, set up two-factor authentication and all that, they're already doing a lot. It's not exactly like with the, charges on the credit card and stuff that you dispute and you have insurance and all that. This is completely different situation. Yeah, so you're just kind of left alone with this. So if anyone steals my channel, nothing I can do. I mean, nothing that YouTube can do, nothing I can do, right? I messed up. It's too late. Too late. That's why all those features, those security features, and like recovery accounts and all this is recommended by Google for the eventuality like this. So definitely take advantage of all that so you don't find yourself in this situation. Yeah, I used the knife, but I'm curious. Let's see if I damaged the digitizer. Oh, what the? Come on. Digitizer all this or the screen, because at the bottom it's very easy to cut the wire, and then the screen doesn't display correctly anymore. We're charging, we're on, the screen works fine. Can I get in the BIOS? Nope, too late. Too late. And the digitizer works perfectly. Okay. Okay, so we didn't break it, even though I was using the metal knife. Don't use that. Use the cards. And the reason I even started using the knife is because I forgot I had 200 degrees. 120 degrees instead of 220 degrees on the gun. So, but I still managed to do it without the damage. So I'm glad. But that's not our target. Now, take a look at this. This is the first one that comes in this color. This is normally this color. Alright? Like literally, I have never seen this fan being this color. Every single one is silver. This is different material. I wonder why. It's definitely prettier, right? Because these oxidize very quickly and they don't look good. And this looks really good. The battery in very good condition. Very nice. I like that. Now, let's pull the shield for the BIOS. I hate working with these shields. If you're patient enough, you can remove it, and you have a good tool, you can remove it with 0 damage, like you wouldn't even tell that it was removed. But the success ratio on this, if it's 70%, you're in a good spot. I think I do less than 70%. And sometimes I just lose patience and just rip it off and replace it. But if you have only one and you want to take it off and then put it back on, well, you don't have that option. You can't rip it off. Yeah, here is the... Come on. Come on, one more. There. Yeah. This is good enough. Not perfect. Well, far from perfect. But this is good enough. Not my best work. But this will fit perfectly. There's just minimum damage. Some of them get off really cleanly. Like, check these two out. So this one came off really clean. This one a little less, but also very nice. Completely reusable. Like this will be bent a little bit, so we can bend it back in place. Like so. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. And these are completely reusable. So from this computer, all the shields are coming back on. No problem. Okay, and this is our beautiful BIOS chip that we shall steal the BIOS from. Nice 256, and we'll see if we can revive the area 52. I still have it. I still haven't given up on it. Because why would I? All right. So these are some good problems to have as far as the being a YouTuber, or yeah. As I said before, I don't consider myself a YouTuber. Because I don't do YouTube for the sake of doing YouTube. I do YouTube for the sake of acquiring leads, finding clients, sharing knowledge, that kind of stuff. So I don't do YouTube for the sake of YouTube. It's just like my side, like extra, right? So I don't rely on money from YouTube. And this month is going to be the first time I'm receiving any money from YouTube, and that's going to be a whopping $122 minus taxes, which is actually awesome. Did you know that YouTube, if you don't have an LLC, or you don't do your own taxes, YouTube, you just give them your social security number and they will withhold the taxes for you. I find that awesome because, well, if you have an LLC, and that's much better, especially when you do a lot of business. I usually don't. But especially if you do refurbishing, like you buy a computer for $100. Then you put $50 into that computer to get it working, and you sell it for $200. You made $50, and you pay taxes out of those $50. Me, on the other hand, I pay tax out of full $200 because I can deduct those costs that I had. So that's why I don't really do that, and I don't want to start an LLC until I necessarily have to. Like, I thought I would have to last year. Because they said instead of $20,000, you can only make $600 before you need to do 1099 for PayPal or eBay or anything. But I figured first year, okay, I'll deal with 1099, and then the next year I'll start an LLC. And then I don't know if it changed or I misread it. But again, it was stated that, well, both eBay and PayPal said that I didn't make enough money to qualify for 1099 because I didn't make 20,000. 20,000. I didn't even make 2,000. So, so I was far off. But more than $600. And they even told me that, well, the law has changed and now it's $600. So now if you want to withdraw above $600, you need to give us your social security or your tax ID, basically. Which I did, and then they said, nope, you didn't make enough money. Fine. So now we have another year. And again, they're saying that instead of 20,000, there's 600. But that's what they said the year before. And I don't know if they pushed the decision back or I misread it. But if I misread it, why would they want my tax ID, right? So, yeah. Alrighty. Well, these are the hassles of the YouTube live, and most of them I see them as good problems to have. I appreciate having those problems, like I can verify the account. Well, that means I have money that I can withdraw. I need an account, right? Scammy sponsorships. Well, again, I have people reaching out to me. They want to give me stuff, or at least some of them. And I get free stuff. Again, good problem to have. So I'm really appreciative of this whole thing. But there are some issues, like in everything. Just another day in the adult life. All right, guys, I think we're gonna call this part 1, and it's not like anything exciting is coming out in part 2 because we just need to desolder the chip, grab the BIOS, and then reperform the procedure on the Area 52 laptop. Let's put on the sticker so we know this is our subject, and this will do. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you found anything in this video at least slightly interesting, and I shall see you guys in the next one.